Hi there, and welcome to your Crystal Seed Tarot Work, Money, Career 2025 September readings. Let's go ahead and shuffle the cards for you. All right, what have we got for you? Reading number one. Ooh, getting a little sticky. Wow, okay. Let's see here. Two queens, that's very interesting. Give me just a moment to look this over. Okay. Okay, and all right, I'm going to flip this around so it's facing you. Okay, so we have past, present, future, Queen of Cups reversed in the past, Queen of Pentacles upright in the present, and Eight of Swords upright in the future. So, the first thing to point out here, obviously, is that we've got two queens in this reading. So, in tarot, we've got a lot of 1 through 10 because that would be like a chapter of your life. And so beyond that, we have Page, Knight, Queen, and King, which is again kind of a chapter of your life. You can think of this also as kind of a journey to full manifestation. And, you know, the pages can also represent children, the knights can represent teenagers, the queens and kings can represent adults. So it's all about this kind of trajectory of being a leader in some way as we ascend to those throne cards with the queens and the kings. So you've got major leadership qualities going on here because you've got two thrones. But this is going to kind of lend itself more to the feminine energy leadership qualities rather than the male energy leadership qualities. So, you know, male energy is going to be more, I guess, robust and kind of take charge and forward, outward kind of energy. Female energy is more receptive. Let me help you take that on. And inward trajectory for female energy. And so when we look at this queen, these double queens in this reading, it's saying that you're a leader, but you're a leader with the nurturing aspects of a queen or of that feminine energy. So you're not just a leader that's, you know, taking things over or kind of throwing your weight around. You're somebody who's trying to cater to people or trying to be loving and receptive as a leader, not somebody who's just constantly throwing your weight around or rolling over the top of other people. You're somebody who's trying to kind of bring people together and who actually looks out for other people and is very just receptive and loving in those ways. So past, Queen of Cups reversed. Cups are going to be that water element, so that has to do with love, feelings, emotions, our emotional lives, our emotional strength, emotional capacity, our ability to give and receive love, all of that. I see Queen of Cups show up a lot for people who are like nurses, teachers, caretakers, people who work with children, people who are taking care of people in whatever capacity. So when I see Queen of Cups reversed, in the past, this can say a couple different things. Number one, it can say that you routinely kind of pour yourself out a lot for your work or for your career. If we have upright cups, then we can like overflow with love. We've got more love to give, and that's great. But when we have Queen of Cups reversed, or any cup reversed, we're kind of pouring ourselves out. We're giving too much. We're getting drained. So when I see Queen of Cups reversed in the past, it can say, number one, I regularly kind of give too much. I regularly kind of drain myself as a leader or as an employee, as a hard worker. But it can also say that your love for something has kind of been poured out. So maybe you're in a position that you've been in for a while and you're not feeling it the way that you once did. You're not in love with your job anymore. Or you've maybe become taxed or burdened in a way that now it's requiring more of you. And so you don't love your job as much as you did before. Presently, you have Queen of Pentacles upright. So we're still in that leadership throne energy. We're still in that feminine leadership energy. So still in kind of the caretaking and awareness of everybody else involved kind of aspects, and being able to take a lot on, this time in the physical world. So Pentacles are the earth, so that's going to be everything in physical life. So job, money, home, people, places, things, how we're earning our keep or, paying our bills, all of that. And Queen of Pentacles right after Queen of Cups reversed. This kind of makes me feel like there may have been a shift between the past and the present where things became much more focused on like the bottom line or on money or on climbing a corporate ladder or impressing the bosses. It feels almost like there's something that changed from the past to the present where now you don't get to do some part of your job that you used to really love. Where maybe, you used to love working with people, but now they've taken that aspect away and everything's virtual or, something like that where, you're not getting to give the love that you once did, or you had to kind of shift and maybe almost harden your heart. So this could also be like, I'm a teacher and man, I really love and care about people, and becoming or being a teacher in the last few years, I know has become a much more difficult thing for a lot of people that I've spoken to that are in that industry. And maybe you had to kind of harden your heart or take things into a more, I'm only focused on getting the job done rather than the love and nurturing aspects that you used to love about that job. So something like that is kind of the vibe I'm picking up on between these two cards, because it's very interesting that we have two queens back to back. One is upright, one is reversed, and we go from emotional to kind of this more rigid physical energy. So I don't know if you're not getting to nurture, love, caretake in your job the way that you used to, and now it's kind of just more focused on the physical aspects of it. But that's kind of the vibe I'm picking up on. So in the future, we have 8 of Swords upright, and this is a great card to end on. 8 is that strength number. So if we have Mobius strip or that infinity symbol, those are both figure 8s, and they represent this unbreakable energy chain. So you can try to cut me down, but I will keep going. I'm strong enough to survive, and you can chase me. I'll go over here. I'll go over there. I'll go over here. So 8 is that absolute strength number. And we have 8 of Swords, which is great because we kind of need some new energy to clear up the cups and the pentacles energy. So swords are going to be air. Air represents our mentality and our communication. So how we think about things, how we speak our mind, how we speak our truth. But swords are also a tool or a weapon. So we can use that sword to kind of carve things out in our lives. You can think of that sword as like an action taker, decision maker. So we might take that sword and be like, charge, this is where I'm going, move out of my way. Or I'm going to draw this line in the sand and this is my boundary now and don't cross it. So if this is a situation where you have inherently been giving too much and you're still kind of giving too much, or you're trying to, it's been a hard time not giving too much or not being able to be this Queen of Cups that you want. Swords are how we might be able to speak up for ourselves or set a boundary on that. So we might be able to say, hey, I can only give this much going forward. Here's my line in the sand and my boundary. And I am not able to take on any more duties or responsibilities in my job. And here's my boundary on that. This card, though, also, this woman is tied up and blindfolded because she is afraid if she speaks her truth or if she, calls things out or sets a boundary that she's going to get cut. She's going to get hurt for it. But really, if she just walks forward, she's going to be fine. So this is about kind of taking that blindfold off and looking around to see, no, it's going to be okay if I say no. It's going to be okay if I don't take this other thing on. All I have to do is walk forward. The other thing that's great about this is if this is a situation where you need like a whole new career or a new job, if you have been struggling with figuring out if you want to take that leap or not, this is a great sign because this is about walking forward, moving forward, having the strength to move forward, having the strength to speak up and say, this isn't cutting it for me anymore, or this is too much for me. And using that Mobius strip strength energy to keep going in a new capacity, in a new venture, in a new place. So if you need a new job, this is a great sign for that. And as are these double queens, because you got some great leadership skills. You are probably a very desirable candidate, especially with that Queen of Pentacles, man. So I think this is a great move for you up ahead. If this has been weighing on you or has been draining you, this is where you have the freedom to move forward or to speak up for yourself or to kind of, shape your position the way that you want it to be. So I hope that you're able to find your strength and your voice and call these things out, set those boundaries, make those decisions, and walk forward or walk away from that which is not serving you. So have all of the encouragement on that, and don't be afraid to speak your truth. And I hope this helps you out for your career. All right. Thank you very much.